this couple is relationship goals, honestly. I just feel like, okay, we have the Queen of Cups. She is so content. She is very much in love. Gender doesn't matter here. I'm just describing the queen, she, okay? It's like her heart belongs to one person, and she knows that that person's heart belongs to her too. Like, there's so much trust here. I'm really getting Six of Wands. I feel like this is also interesting. Like, with the Six of Wands, it can be a lot about public recognition. It's making me feel like this is just very known that, like, these two people are together, and I feel like even some people view them as the goal. But part of that is because I feel like they also know what parts of their relationship to share publicly and what parts of their relationship to keep private. I feel like maybe for some of you that I'm reading for here, this is a relationship that you would want to have, but I feel like you don't even believe that this is possible. And I think that you are maybe like disillusioned or maybe like a bit jaded about what a relationship can look like or what's possible in love. And I just feel like this relationship, this couple's goals is so possible, and part of what's making you like not get to this is that you don't believe it's possible. It's like you have to believe that this is possible. Yeah, tell me more about this relationship goals. That's literally what I'm talking about with the Eight of Crystals. Like, I feel like you don't even realize that relationships are actually like this. I think that you see so much out there about bad relationships, problems in relationships, things like that. And I honestly feel like maybe you need to just start following more couples that you would like to be more like. One that's coming to mind is like chat spam, like mom chats and dad chats. Okay, like maybe there's other couples though too, but I feel like the reason they're coming through is because this like couple that I am like, the energy of this like couple's goal that I have is coming through. There's a silliness to it. These people are not afraid to be silly together. And that's like a really big part of it. And okay, even coming back to the Queen of Cups and like the way that her cup is closed, that's the difference of like the private versus the public. The chat spam is really a good example of this, I feel like. Yeah, like, you know, there's obviously a lot that they're very public about, but there's also a lot that they keep private. They know what to share, they know what not to share. And yeah, but I feel like there's other examples like that. Let me know what other like couples that you like to follow that are good examples of the type of relationships, couples goals that you would like to have. Because I feel like right now you might be feeling with the Five of Stars and the Eight of Crystals, like you might be feeling in this like lack energy where you are having a hard time believing that this is possible. So I feel like we need to kind of inundate the chat here with like what's possible. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, it's such a contrast. Look at where you're at right now, the Nine of Crystals, versus what can come in, the Knight of Cups. This love that can come in that just feels like everything that you want it to be. This very beautiful, possible relationship, this couple's goals. I'm also getting a big part of it is about honesty. The word honesty just really coming through, the Fool. So there's like a purity here, an innocence, this trust, trusting the other person, and this is likely to be a relationship unlike one that you've had before, and that might be part of why you are doubting whether this is possible, because you haven't experienced this before. And like I said, maybe there's lots of relationships around you where you have like, you're like, that's not a goal. I don't want that type of relationship. So you need to find relationships that are goals. Here. Okay, what else? Thank you, Spirit. Tell me more about the actual relationship that is the goal here. Tell me more what that's like. Show me more what that's like. Hierophant card. Okay, it's this trust and this deep commitment. I just feel like there's so much trust. There's so much like no doubt. There's so much faith in the relationship. There's like, even with the imagery on the card, just giving that idea of like, there's one thing that you can believe in this relationship with, when it's like this couple's goals or relationship goals, that like that you can always believe in the relationship. Like, it's on such a solid foundation. You have so much faith in it. It's also like a commitment to the connection. It's less even like a commitment just to the other person, but the idea of like committing to the connection, committing to the relationship. And that everything that you're doing is like, am I am I moving us closer? Are we moving us closer to more connection, deepening our connection, and like ever growing that connection is what I'm getting. That's really powerful. I feel like there's more to this, so let's talk about this more. I'll see you in a part 2. This relationship is couples goals, and I feel like it's a relationship that might not be in your energy right now, but it's something that you're really wanting to have come in. Ace of Cups, it's so abundant and it does exist out there. And I feel like part of what you need to do is really see examples of these types of relationships or hear about what this relationship is like so that you can believe that a relationship like this is possible, that this is actually not just a goal, but it's something that's attainable. It's not an unrealistic goal. It's not like a fantasy. It's an actual goal that you can have. It's abundant. This type of love is existing out there, and it is abundant. Everybody can tap into this and have access to it. And so like I was saying in part 1, it's like there's a lot of honesty in this relationship. There's a lot of trust. There's deep commitment to the connection, commitment to the relationship. Of course, you're committed to the other person, but it's almost like the commitment to the connection is so important, like always wanting to come back and build connection with each other. There's a lot of silliness and playfulness, but let's see what else is like an attribute of this relationship. By the way, my name is Beth and I do offer personal tarot readings at the link in my bio. I love this idea of couples goals because I actually have my master's in marriage and family therapy. So I'm always thinking about like what kinds of relationships there can be. The world, this is a relationship that lasts the lifetime, right? Like this is the goal. The world is like the ultimate achievement and it's a state of completion. It's like, this is what you're trying to get to. Let's see what else. Thank you, Spirit. I feel like it's also with the World card, that is the Saturn card in the deck, and Saturn is very, there's like rules. There can be rules with Saturn. It likes to follow the rules, I guess. And so like there's rules in this relationship. Of course there's fun and games. There's like lots of exploration and playfulness with the Page of Wands. This is like perhaps the most playful person in the deck, honestly, especially with the Page of Wands and the Fool. That's a lot of playfulness. And so I like that. This couple really makes time for play, makes time for silliness, but everything, their play and their silliness, there's like structure to it. Because they do have these like set of rules that they are going to adhere to and agree to. It's almost making me feel like relationship commandments, because it does almost feel like a little bit of like that like structure of religious aspect to it. I don't think these people are necessarily religious. They could be. That could go either way. That's not what I'm talking about. I guess what I'm trying to say is that the structure of the relationship that I'm getting is like they're choosing, Judgment card. Like they're choosing with the Hierophant card we saw before and the Judgment card now, to just kind of clarify what I'm trying to say, is that like they're creating what the rules are of this dynamic, and then they like adhere to this, right? So like their commandments of like what do we need to do. So, things of course, like they don't lie to each other, they can trust each other, they're always honest, they're very transparent with each other. It's not even just about not lying, it's like just being open, being honest, being vulnerable. Thank you, Spirit. What else? Tell me more. King of Cups. Okay, so we had seen the Queen of Cups come out before, and now we have the King of Cups. So it's like this divine match, divine pairing, and they are different, but they are similar enough that they work really well together. So it's like very complementary, where they work really well together. Even look at how like different their thrones are, and even like the type of water that she's in versus the type of water that he is in. They're different. They express themselves differently. They are very unique, but they work really, really well together. So I feel like that's also just part of the dynamics here. I'm just noticing like right in the center, I happen to have put the Ace of Cups. So like we have the King and Queen of Cups and also the Ace of Cups. Like there's just this abundance of love that can continue to flow between them. And I think that that's part of the goal. It's very emotional, but I also feel like they are taking care of their own emotions, but know that they should also bring their emotions to the other person. They're not making the other person responsible for their emotions. They're making sure that they share and express their emotions to the other person, but the other person is not responsible for their emotions. Like they're taking responsibility for their own emotions. Cool. Anything else that my viewer needs to know about what's possible? Oh, the teamwork. 3 of Stars. This is possible. You can feel like you're collaborating. You're a great team together. This is couples goals. You can have this. Part of getting this is believing it's possible and seeing examples of this. So again, share with me the examples that you can think of amazing couples that you want to be like, because that's going to help it to feel like it's in your reality so that you can experience it too.